Welcome to Code and Conscience, issue 13. In this issue, tech moves very fast, especially with AI running the show. But should we trade speed for caution? Is the move fast and break things philosophy still relevant? Or should we reflect on it? Move fast and break society? Move fast and break things. We've all heard this tech philosophy that prioritizes rapid development and deployment over cautious, deliberate innovation. The idea was to get a product out quickly and fix issues later. While this approach helped companies like Meta, formerly Facebook, quickly dominate the market, its negative societal impacts have become too harmful and widespread. I'll be honest, this philosophy has helped shape the world we live in. Many products would never have made it to limelight if we waited for perfection before pushing to the public. However, a focus on speed without a counterbalance of responsibility can cause real damage. In fact, I dare say it is already causing real damage. For example, T, a dating safety app that allows women to do background checks on men and anonymously share red flag behavior, was hacked in July, exposing thousands of members' images, posts, and comments. This app was allegedly vibe coded and had a publicly accessible database. Any software engineer worth their salt would know this was a disaster waiting to happen. But the ease of shipping products with AI, coupled with the move fast and break things philosophy, blinded them. Now, an app that was meant to protect women ended up putting them in danger. These are not the only problems. We've also seen a domino effect of negative consequences like misinformation and the erosion of truth, amplification of inequality, technical debt and poor quality innovations, workforce disruption, ethical dilemmas, and loss of control. Subscribe to Code and Conscience. Why we need to move away from this philosophy. A similar phrase that reflects this philosophy is, if there is nothing wrong with your MVP, you've launched too late. But it's becoming glaring that a reckless, high-speed approach to innovation is unsustainable and frankly dangerous. In today's world, where an adolescent can whip up an app in a few minutes with no safety or ethical measures, we must do better, and here's why. 1. It fosters a lack of accountability. The absence of a clear line of accountability for negative outcomes is snowballing into a big problem in tech. When something goes wrong, a data breach, an algorithmic error, or a platform that spreads hate speech, the companies responsible often face no meaningful consequences. We have fast unveiling of products but slow regulations and non-existent consequences. 2. Innovation is moving faster than our ability to regulate it. The pace of AI development and technology in general outstrips the speed of legislation. This creates a regulatory gap where powerful tools are deployed without any clear rules or oversight. These days, companies are now taking it upon themselves to create their own ethical guidelines and internal governance frameworks as they wait for governments to catch up. This proactive approach to get ahead of regulation is a clear sign that the industry itself recognizes the danger of a completely unchecked, rapid-fire approach. 3. It's unsuitable for high-stakes systems. What may be a minor bug in a social media app can be catastrophic in a medical app. The move fast and break things ethos is completely inappropriate for technologies that have a direct impact on people's lives and livelihoods. 4. It deepens social inequality. AI is creating massive workforce displacement without giving people time to adapt. According to a Brookings commentary, current worker retraining programs are struggling to keep pace, leaving many behind and increasing the risk of a widening societal divide. The focus on speed can end up prioritizing a small group of creators while leaving the rest of the world to deal with the consequences. 5. It puts widely used tools at risk. This mindset might be acceptable for early startups, but it is dangerous when applied to systems that millions or even billions of people depend on. The constant need to push out new features can lead to a state of perpetual instability. I like the way Swati Tyagi puts it. True speed comes from building reliable systems, not from constantly fixing what's broken. When a tool becomes a fundamental part of our lives, its stability, ethics, and trustworthiness matter more than speed alone. Around the web. The Past, Present, and Two Futures of Agentic AI Automation by Noble Ackerson. Move fast and break things wasn't a roadmap. It was a warning, and we ignored it by radical candor. AI makes Silicon Valley's philosophy of Move Fast and Break Things Untenable by Constance de Saint-Laurent and Vlad Glavianu. Ethics First Then Advancement by Mo Gaudat Official. Techno-Feudalism by Curiosity Theory. On my bookshelf. Good news, everyone! I'm now partnering with bookshop.org to bring you recommendations based on books I'm reading on this issue's topics. That means I earn a commission if you click through and make a purchase, and your purchases support local bookstores. Bookshop.org has raised over $40 million for independent bookstores around the world. Take a look at new reads this week, all available on bookshop.org. Techno-Feudalism: What Killed Capitalism by Yanis Varoufakis. You the Machine by Causazero. Subscribe to Code and Conscience. Erica Stanley. Engineering leader, community builder, speaker, and contributor. Code and Conscience is my way of thinking out loud with friends, that's you by the way, about how we as technologists, builders, creators, and leaders impact the world around us with what we choose to build and how we build it. Follow me on all socials. Erica on LinkedIn. At ericastanley.com on Blue Sky. Book me to speak at your event. Don't miss the next issue of Code and Conscience. Subscribe today.